Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. In the last episode, we came here to the planet Ether to investigate what had happened to a bunch of Marines. They seem to have run into a lot of trouble with local splinters, and now we're outside in the temple grounds. And you'll notice the sky has gone all fucky. One of the other weird things that happened yesterday, wow, 2 days ago technically, but the last episode, was we went through a weird portal to a place where the air was toxic, and we saw our dark clone there sucking phazon off a wall. And then we ended up back here, and then the sky just went all fucky there, and now it's normal again. So something definitely weird is going on Ether generally. There's a few more splinters here, which are just very easy to fight and kill. Where did they go? So I should point out at this point, top left of the HUD you have a radar as well, which is very handy for where you kind of lose track of an enemy. With that done, we have this large winch here. If we scan it, come on, there we go. Winch system receiving power, control system active. Unit in need of maintenance. Several systems are borderline critical. Further operations may lead to system failure. Sounds good. Let's give it a scan. Control system online. Industrial winch engaged. Well guys, looks like we broke the winch. Not all the way though. Whoops. There we go. Now we got a nice little platform which can get us over here and through this door. Now, up ahead, we have a new bit of research, which is the gate Mark 7. We've been on Mark 6s so far. Durable Federation barrier. Gate is composed of denzium. That's in red, so I'm sure it must be important eventually. Invulnerable to most weapons, though high-yield explosives are effective. We don't have any high-yield explosives, but what we can do is scan this thing. Security protocol initiated. You are clear to proceed. Oh, it said something about some gates behind us will close. So both of the gates behind us close, and the one in front of us opens. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Oh, and splinters have come out. So arguably that's a bad thing. Right, let's head on through. So, this is the communications area. And I believe... Oh, well, there's enemies here for now. I've said it before in Metroid Prime, but I'll say it again here. The integration of motion controls in this is actually incredibly seamless. Way better than I suspected it would ever be. This is another one. El Bruda. We'll be making a stand here. The engineer tells me there's no way we'll get the ship's engines online and atmospheric interference is scrambling our distress beacon. If anyone reads this, know that we did our duty and fought well. They wouldn't say duty like that, they say duty, which always sounds hilarious to me, but I'm not going to say duty. I'm going to say duty and do the British thing of putting a J onto a D. If we scan this, comm system activated, initiating automated distress signal. Adjusting transmitter for optimum performance. Transmission failed due to atmospheric interference. Almost like the dead Marine was right. Oh, good! This was the other thing we encountered last night. We encountered Dark Troopers, where they get possessed by purple things and come at us. Which is great. You'll notice also at the top of the screen is a kind of threat indicator. It's on yellow at the moment when I kill all of these things. I said when I kill all of these things? Nope, not going back. Okay. Well, there we have it. Well, let's proceed onwards. Oh dear, so this is something new. Up here in the roof is, it's not what I wanted to scan. Well, that's a biostructure has been compromised by burrowing predators. Tunnel leads to control area. Great. I didn't want to scan the biostructure. What I wanted to scan is that turret, because that's something new. This is a Growler class turret. Automated defense system, lightly armored, gun used for point defense. Fast targets can easily evade its tracking system. And indeed, you can quite simply just jump left and right. One thing you'll notice there, well, you may have not noticed it much, but if you... wow. Firstly, it's saying if you, the charge beam draws pickups towards you, so whether that's missiles or healing energy cores or any of that, quite nice for bringing them towards you. There's a gate that we can't get through, and its control system is on the other side. So, we can hop through that tiny little morph ball tunnel there, and scan this to open the gate. That's the gate itself. Scan this to open the gate. And then we also have another trooper log here. This is M. Angseth. This is ridiculous. I cannot shoot half the men here and I'm stuck on monitor duty. I didn't join up here to stare at a hollow screen. This wouldn't happen to Samus Aran. She'd be out there taking care of business, not pushing buttons and sending reports. Well, seems like action found him in the end. Anyway, we can head through, and the gate's having a bit of an interesting time, but if you hop through in Morph Ball, you can get through nice and safely. And when we get through here, wow, we're in a bit of a transit area, which I think is how this game covers up loading. And here we go. Here is the main ship of the Marines. While on patrol in the Dasher system, we engage an unknown space pirate frigate. The enemy frigate was crippled and it crashed on the planet Ether. We followed the pirates, but our ship was damaged by a storm as we entered Ether's atmosphere. That sounds oddly familiar. Heavy magnetic activity during the storm disabled our comm systems. Upon landing, we split into 2 units. One to set up an ops base, the other to replace the ship. Repair the ship, even. Don't bother replacing it, it's going to take ages to build a new ship. Each unit was doing fine, no problems. Until they appeared. Well, looks like we know what happened here. Those splinters also didn't look much like the ones we've been fighting so far, which isn't a great sign. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff to scan here. There's the ship itself, the GFS Tyr, named after a Norse god. Anhur class patrol ship, used to transport classic Federation Marines. Vessel has sustained heavy combat damage. And now you've got a lot of Marines here to scan on the ground. And don't worry, this is therefore, after these ones, that's the end of it. So that's the last you have to hear of my American accent, because these are the final few trooper logs. Captain Exeter. He was the one who made the report. I'm beginning to think it was a real bad idea going down there. Reeves is right, that hive is just one of many. It's stupid to stir a hornet's nest, especially if you plan on sleeping under it. Sounds like they may have, well, poked the hornet's nest, quite frankly. So this is Broda? Man, I hope that this is the only breeding ground for those things. If there's more, we're in big trouble. We had a hard enough time taking that one out of commission. I almost ran out of ammo. I'd never run out of ammo. So this one is Haley. I hear them everywhere. They're coming. Can't sleep. Ever. They'll eat me. Eat. Well, he sounds like he's very much having a completely normal psychological time. Milligan! Brutal lost the bet, so he switched watch duty with me. I figure this section is nice and safe and boring, which suits me just fine. Let those other pugs guard the hot zone. Hold on, hey, wait, no, help! I'd say halt instead of wait, but mine worked too, I think. And we have this guy here, finally. This is Triplet, what a name. The Sarge says those splinters remind him of some killer bug he saw on some other planet once. All I know is the things are fast and they take a lot to drop. Pretty soon we'll have to go to bayonets. Everyone's low on ammo. Even Brody, and he's the stingiest grunt I know. Nice. Is that all of them? Right, that's 1, 2... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's one more, isn't there, to get. So, what we need to do now is go... We can go up through the ship itself. And then we hop to the right here. Is this the right thing? Huh. Hold on a sec. Yeah, that is all of them for now. So, we have this thing here. Object analysis complete. This is a Galactic Federation Ordnance Crate. Tactical data suggests the presence of a personal weapon system within this crate. Use of heavy force required to eliminate the crate. Let's do just that. And wonderfully, we get back one of our power-ups. This is the Missile Launcher. Press down to fire and press B to switch back to beams. We know exactly how that works. And an update on the visualizer on the left there, as you'll notice, is our various bits of equipment. There's 21 in total. As we get them, they will appear on that thing on the left. Oh good. Splinters. And they're purple, which is never good in this game. This is a Dark Splinter, Darkling-possessed insectoid predator. The alien symbiote within the splinter augments its threat level and durability. Threat level raised. Set to strength. Oh, and durability. So, this time they take a little bit more to take out. It is unfortunate that we've just got missiles, so do feel free to use those here, but they alone will not actually kill it. You'll need a couple of missiles to take them out. So I'd say missile and then just fire some normal power beam shots into them. Charge beam is effective as anything there, just dodge out the way, you'll be fine. So, now if we head into the ship itself, in the back of the ship, how do we just scan this door to open it? Doors to open position, access to map station granted, which means we can get another upgrade to our mapping software. So, we've downloaded the map for this area, because we got to the end of what... So our map last time only showed this area, everything except that particular room, which I'm sure we'll come back to later. Any reason why I skipped that room out? I don't know, I'm sure it'll be important later. Hold on a second... No, I guess we literally just haven't gone to that area yet. Maybe we can't get through to it. Who knows? So, well, the main thing you would have noticed is we saw it when we kind of came into the area, but this is the big structure in the middle here, which is of kind of the central thing going on in this entire area. So, for now, you'll notice there's a red door on the map, if I zoom in on it there. Red doors, if we bring up the key, are missile doors, which we can obviously crank through now that we have a missile launcher. So, what we want to do is hop over here now, and there's a few more scans to get. Up on the side here is... another trooper here, our final one of this first force. Cranny, I don't know how to pronounce that. Last night at Chow, Axeth starts talking about some bounty hunter and how she blew up a planet full of space pirates. I told her I didn't believe in fairy tales like that, and she took it all personal like. I just find it hard to believe that one person took out an entire space pirate base, that's all. But if she wants to believe in this Samus or Bigfoot or Santa Claus, she can. This accent is getting more and more ridiculous. I'm glad I'm nearly done with it. If we scan this thing on the ground, this is a kinetic orb cannon. It fires small spherical objects at high speeds. Scan interface panel to bring the cannon online, then you enter the hologram to fire. Well, that sounds like excellent fun. And indeed, hop into the hologram. They're one of the new additions to this game that wasn't in the original Prime. So here is a blast door on the door. If we destroy that with missiles, then we can just open the door as normal, and we get into this area. There is a trooper to the left, which is our final one of Force 2. So you can see the various counts. This is 100 on the left is 100% of Force 2 and 100% of trooper logs now, and 19% of overall lore, which is not bad for Episode 2. This is Dennis. I'm the only one left. I managed to get out of the hive, but when I got to the ship, everyone was gone. Dead. I'm heading for that alien building we saw earlier. Maybe someone can help me there. Wait, something's moving down there. Hello? That's a great ending. What's this thing up ahead here? Presence of a control system. Interface method unknown. Control users is not present in the visible spectrum or current time space. Well, that's an odd way of phrasing that. Anyway, if we hop down here, we see a new enemy. Wonderful! This is a war wasp. Cunning aerial hunter. Airborne insect equipped with a venomous stinger capable of shearing steel. Oh god. Target can fire blasts of energy at foes. Okay, well that sounds like a whole heap of bullshit. Fortunately, they don't take a great deal of shots to bring down. There we go. Nice and simply does it. With those out of the way, we have round here. Is it here? Basically, somewhere there's a control system for, on the ground here, is another kinetic orb cannon. Oh, it's up above, isn't it? I'm sure I'm being a schmuck somehow. There we go, it's up above. Idiot. So with that done, the kinetic orb cannon is online, and we can use it. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, they weren't in the first Metroid Prime, they're an addition for this. We have a new thing here. There's a War Wasp, so unsurprisingly what they're coming out of is the War Wasp Hive, which can be destroyed to eliminate War Wasps. Basically, it will keep spawning War Wasps until you destroy it, and it can only be destroyed with missile blasts. But fortunately, well, that's not much to say. Fortunately, that's exactly what I'm going to do. There's a huge thing up to the left here, which is a wall which is structurally unsound. Explosive damage may cause it to weaken. Let's whack it with a missile. It's weakened, but that hasn't actually finished it off. So, here is another plate for a kinetic orb cannon, and to the left here is its scanning point to activate it. And if we hop in, we can smash through. If you haven't destroyed the thing with the... if you haven't damaged it with missiles first, then you just bounce off it. If you do that, it's amusing, but not particularly successful. Oh, here's another War Wasp cocoon, so let's break that thing. Kill these guys. And I have something quite different here. A mummified alien of some sort. Target has been dead for some decacycles. Trace amounts of unknown chemical present in target has an effect similar to mummification on dead biomatter. Further analysis required to determine the chemical's effect on living biomatter. Interesting. For now, we have what definitely looks like a lift. If we scan this, elevator unit online. So, there's another couple of dead aliens here. If we scan the one on the left. Target has been dead for 8.1 cycles. I think a cycle is roughly a year. Target size and muscle mass suggest heavy combat training. It's likely that he was a warrior of some kind. The lack of gear, armor, or weapons is curious. Perhaps they were taken by others of its kind? And the comrade on the right. Target has been dead for 8.1 cycles as well. Despite the presence of local animals, Target corpse has not been disturbed. Scans suggest the presence of a toxic biochemical within Target. This may explain the lack of carrion feeding. Interesting. Now, through here, there's a new enemy. These are a bit of a bugger to scan. That's not the wrong thing. Oh, God, am I going to miss it? Oh! Well, you got to be real quick to scan those things, and I was not successful in doing so. I nearly scanned this door, though, so that's pretty sweet. Device is part of a compromised security system. Only basic door functions remain online. But you can see these cables coming out to the side of it, which lead to a save station here. It's probably worth your while using this. Hint. Hint. But yes, don't worry, we will get another chance to scan Sandbat later on. We haven't lost them in any way. I'll try where I can to flag one-time scans. Most of them are obvious. Some aren't necessarily. But if we go through here... Oh, I did the classic horror film as well, and... Right. Bit of advice, if you're ever in a horror film. If you're going into an area which you know is going to be filled with creepy-looking insects, which you know sleep in cocoons and have a tendency to drop off walls, probably check the ceilings of every new room you walk into, which is exactly what I 100% did not do here. And indeed, creepy things on the ceiling. They're straight off, well... What I was going to say is they are straight off Dark Splinters. You don't have a chance to fight them as regular Splinters. And here we have the Alpha Splinter, alpha male of a war pack, gigantic predator, very swift and strong. It uses ramming attacks to defeat its foes. Wonderful. This is a one-time scan it now, otherwise you will regret it later. Fire a couple of charged shots into it, and then when it does that ramming attack, just make sure you hop out the way. While you're circling like this, if you double press A, you do a little sidestep like that, which is very handy for dodging things like that. Otherwise, it'll just stay in the middle, and is relatively straightforward to fight. Oh, it's giving me back control. I really thought this was a cutscene, but there you go. The Darklings are having a good go at it. During this time, you can scan it. It is in the process of transforming into the Dark Alpha Splinter. Alpha male of a Darkling Warpack. Gigantic predator with symbiote enhanced strength, speed, and armor. Wonderful. Now it's a proper boss, so its health is on the top. It fights exactly the same as the last one did, except it doesn't tend to jump back to the middle of the arena. It hops around, and it can do that spitting attack, which is a little bit unpleasant for me. So basically wait until it's about to fire, then hop out the way. And then also wait until it's about to jump at you and then hop out the way. As long as you just keep firing charge shots at it. Oh, it's easy enough to dodge. Don't let it get too close like that. That's a bit unpleasant. We've mostly got it down though. One more good charge shot and wallop! Oh dear. I think I missed as well and it hit me in the mouth. System alert. Unknown item acquired. Alien technology has bonded to armor systems. That can't be good. Threat scan complete. No negative impact on suit performance. I guess it's fine then. And I think we'll hold it there for now. Don't know how long it's been. About 20 minutes, let's say. So, we've come to this... well, if we look at the map, you can see we are in the Temple Sanctuary. And we have an alien artifact of some sort bound to us. All the doors around us now have alien text on them of different sites, other than the one dead ahead, so I suppose we'll be going through that next episode. Thank you very much, and good day.